Well, the first article I got, and this kind of goes back to what you niggas don't buy games, all you corporate cocksuckers talking about you gonna buy that damn God of War spinoff game. No, you're not. Because the data says otherwise. But before I read this article, I had this one saved in the tuck. You niggas are liars. Star Wars, because I wanted to talk about that shit. First Star Wars Jedi 3 details reportedly revealed. There's gonna be a lot of info coming out this week. Hold on, let me hit my beats real quick. Where's my? Oh, there we go. I'm bugging. Y'all gonna be on PlayStation Share Play with your one man. It's gonna be 10 of y'all in the friend group on the PlayStation Share Play. The state of the play was ass. Wolverine carried. That shit wasn't ass. No, it wasn't. It was good overall. It wasn't ass. Respawn Entertainment is working on the third entry in the claimed Star Wars Jedi series, and some of the first rumors about the game and its protagonist Cal Kestis are starting to come out. Star Wars Jedi games are two of the most highly regarded Star Wars video games ever. Jedi Survivor was so fucking good if it just didn't have problems with the optimization. Fans of the series have been clamoring for the third entry. The good news is that developer Respawn has got to work right away on the third game, and now 3 years later, goddamn, time flies. It seems like the game could be revealed at any moment. I'm praying Summer Games Fest. I'm praying Summer's Games Fest. I was hoping we saw it at the State of the Play, but I'm hoping we see it at the Summer's Games Fest now. Is there a roughly 3 years gaps between the first two games, the global pandemic and all? It seems that the Star Wars Jedi games protagonist Cal Kestis is so popular that Disney recently stated that fans can expect more Cal stories beyond Respawn's third Star Wars game. The quote from the anonymous Disney rep made it seem like these stories wouldn't just be told via video games, but the Cal that could appear in future Disney Plus shows or even on the big screen. Wolverine looked generic in terms of gameplay, like Spider-Man with blood. I don't know what I was expecting, but it didn't do much for me. Yeah, but I think where Wolverine got it right in that showcase is that Wolverine demo was short and it was to the point. We got a good mix of cutscenes to kind of give us some story beats and a good amount of action and gameplay. The main thing I was looking for is it visceral and violent like Wolverine should be? And it was. I wasn't looking for anything mind-blowing. It's fucking Insomniac, bro. And that's what I mean. I think that God of War trailer would have been better received if they handled it the way they handled the Wolverine. But anyways, keep it moving. Shout out to you for the super chat. I get games are coming out in September because of GTA, but maybe this is a cultural thing, but I feel like GTA is overrated. Well, yeah, it's because you're in Japan. It's not big over there, I'd imagine. It's an American thing. It's you gotta keep in mind, it's a cultural difference. Degeneracy is big over here. A lot of people in America wish that, like, they look up to, like, you know, the mafia and shit like that, but they're too pussy to actually be a criminal, so they do it via a video game. They hop on the T Grizzly server and they become broadband bloods and keyboard crips. So that's what it is. Just like there's a lot of people who love 2K simply because they tore their ACL in high school and never went D1. Obviously not all of them, but some of them. It's the same thing. You know, there was too pussy to hop off the porch, and now they hop in the GTA server and virtually gangbang. That's all it is. Anyways, I can see why it's not popular in Japan. The quote from anonymous Disney rep made it seem like these stories wouldn't just be told via video games, but that Cal would appear in a future Disney Plus show or even on the big screen. It's clear that Order 66 Survivor has resonated with Star Wars fans enough for Disney to make him one of the new faces of the franchise. Man, make him appear in fucking Ahsoka. I went D1, fuck you. As the development of Star Wars Jedi 3 rolls along, some rumors have begun to emerge about when the game is set and how much Cal has aged since Jedi Survivor. In a recent episode of the Insider Gaming podcast, Tom Henderson said that just like the time gap between Fallen Order and Star Wars and Survivor, Star Wars Jedi 3 will begin with the time jump, and as such, Cal Kestis will be considerably older. So from the first game to the second game, he goes from like a teenager to like, I think like mid to late 20s. So I wonder what the time jump would be here. Would he be like between 40 and 60 maybe? Cal would be considerably older, possibly more than 5 years older this time around. Oh, okay. Which was the number of years that passed between the tales of the first two games. Survivor takes place just 9 years before the events of A New Hope, and fans have long been wondering whether Cal could still be around by the time the Battle of Yavin took place. However, the extent of Jedi 3's time leap is still a mystery. Yeah, see, that's the problem with them jumping in time. They're fucking up the timeline even more, man. As he gets older, then you start to question, well, where the fuck was he when Luke came along and joined the rebellion? It just doesn't make any sense, man. The same thing with Ahsoka. He's just supposed to act like she doesn't exist. Grandmaster Cal, that's not possible because the Jedi Order's gone. A time jump to kick off Star Wars Jedi 3 would make a lot of sense considering how neatly Survivor wrapped up after its roller coaster adventure across Jedi and other surprising and dangerous locations. The game left the door wide open for Cal's crew, and fans have speculated about a ton of different possibilities, some of which will require a bit of time jump to a fruition. I don't think the ending was that clean. He trains Luke for a bit. Is that what it is? He's going to train Luke? He's going to die in 3? I feel like they kind of do got to kill him because like it just doesn't make sense in the grand scheme of the canon. Henderson noted that he was told this information about a year ago, so if it's indeed accurate, it's almost certainly set in stone, as Star Wars Jedi 3 is likely approaching the end of its development cycle at this point if prior 2 games have anything to go by. There's a real possibility this third title gets revealed before the end of 2026. This man Tom be getting all this info, man. I wonder where he gets this shit from, bro. Hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube. That was an 8.5 state of the play for me. That's what I said, 8.5. Like, that's cool. Yeah, the rumor is he helps Luke set up the new Jedi Order. Maybe they could add some, because remember in the recent trilogy, Luke became disenchanted because the order that he put together fell apart. He couldn't keep everybody together, and then old boy became evil, Han Solo's son. Maybe that's why he didn't know how to run an order, and then he meets Cal, and he tries to give him some tips, but the problem is Cal doesn't know how to run an order either because it's literally just the blind leading the blind. Cal would only remember what he remembers from being a Padawan, but he wasn't a Jedi Master, you know? That could add more context to it, but if I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't know how they're gonna do it. But the first 2 games was fucking fire. And if there's any studio that can do it, is Respawn Entertainment. One of the GOATs. One of the fucking GOATs. Yeah, same thing with Ahsoka. I'm curious to see where they're going with season 2 of with Ahsoka. I don't know where the fuck she lands in the timeline. She does meet Luke. Spoiler, if you haven't seen the show. But like, where does that go? You know, there's only so much they can do without fucking up the movies. But anyways, yeah, that's the details on Star Wars Jedi 3 that leaked. Keep in mind, none of it is confirmed. Also, Tom Henderson said these rumors he learned a year ago. For some reason, he's talking about it now, which makes me think there's a possibility it could be announced this week. Because why would he hold this rumor for a whole fucking year? Drop the fucking trailer. Back to you, PlayStation niggas. What I'm about to say, if it don't apply, let it fly. Just like to fan the flames of you frauds. Shout out to Mainstro with the sub. PlayStation's first party sales collapse paint a picture of concern. Fresh off the heels of Sony confirming they are pulling their first party exclusives off of Steam, the PC platform, because although a year ago they said they sell tons of copies on PC, now they're saying PC gamers don't buy their games. So fresh off the heels of the announcements of they're removing their exclusives off of PC because PC gamers apparently all of a sudden don't buy games, and we all know that's a fucking lie. We're now getting news, what we already knew. You PlayStation niggas don't buy games either. This is why and my theory, before I even read this article, my theory is that's the real reason they're snatching the games off of PC. Because you niggas are so addicted to these live service slop games, Sony is thinking, man, the only way we can move more PS5s is what if we make our games more exclusive again? I doubt it. I think, let me read the article before I give y'all my theory. In a recent data deep dive, it was explained that between 2020 and 2024, PlayStation's first-party software sales plummeted by 30 million copies. I thought you guys bought games. Sony, I thought you guys bought games. You guys get so mad at me. Not you, and to be fair, I'm not talking about people who watch my stream. I'm talking about people in the comment section on YouTube at Hokage highlights, or whenever somebody clips me out of context and it goes viral on fucking it goes viral on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram. Niggas love to clip me out of context, but they don't want to show the full story. I thought you guys buy games. The sales figures peaked around 2020, with the label securing a whopping 58 million first-party sales within 12 months. By 2024, that figure collapsed, falling to around 29 million, hampered by a poor release slate and massively underperforming games like Concord. Yeah, that shit was just ass, to be fair. It's relatively easy to explain some of these numbers, but with PlayStation's next State of the Play arriving later today, which we just watched, folks are wondering what else the Titan has in the bank. In a study published by GameFile's Stefan Tullio, the last 6 years of financial data were collated and represented in a neat graph showcasing PlayStation's first-party performance. Here's the sales. They're down across the board. So here's my theory of why, the real reason why, because I don't think it's the quality. There are great games to play 24/7. Why y'all niggas didn't buy Pragmata? For some reason, y'all love Xbox games, though. What's the name selling well? 007 is selling well, but we don't know what platform is buying what. We don't have the numbers on that. But there's great games coming out, whether it's first party or third party, all the time. So it's very confusing why they're not buying any fucking games. My theory is the same thing that Sony is chasing. We know for a fact Sony is chasing more live service games, which doesn't make sense because we don't have unlimited money and unlimited time. If I love one live service game, I'm not going to have time to play 3 others. Live service games, unfortunately, are a commitment. And I think Sony is a victim of their own success when it comes to these live service games. Like I said, if you love Apex, your homeboy loves 2K, your homegirl loves FIFA, and your cousin loves Fortnite, you guys don't have a lot of time or money, because you're also buying microtransactions, to buy all these single player games. And it's crazy because they're demanding more and more and more. And don't say you're not demanding more. We just watched the Sony State of the Play. These same niggas claim they hate live service games. Did y'all see the chat for the Sony State of the Play? What did 90% of the chat say? Hashtag, we want Destiny 3. You love it. You fucking love it. I'm sick of these microtransactions. I'm sick of these battle passes. I'm sick of all these greedy ass fucking business practices. No. You're sick of the bad business practices from games you're not interested in. When it's a game you like, that's when you turn into Russell Westbrook on the corner eating and shit. Now you turn a blind eye. And to be 100% fair, I hope y'all understand. Like what you like, you bought the platform. I don't give a fuck what you play. The point is, stop fucking lying, man. The data keeps coming out. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know why you niggas is lying about shit. Why do you lie that you like live service games? I'm not here to judge. Just stop acting, stop being in Twitter spaces, stop being on Twitter, stop being on Instagram, stop being on social media, talking about, I'm about to buy the new God of War. The data says otherwise. The data says otherwise. You're not gonna buy it. And when you do buy it, you bought it when it was $10 and the studio is damn near about to collapse. Destiny sucks? No, it doesn't. See, and that's another thing. I'm about to give you a 600, nigga. Be quiet. I just said 90% of the YouTube chat at the Sony State of the Play, millions of people are watching, are saying in the chat, hashtag, we want Destiny 3. This man said Destiny sucks. Clearly it doesn't. Millions of people are begging for it. There's a petition with hundreds of thousands of people. What are y'all talking about, man? This shit don't make no sense. And when we have, and on a like, the funny part is we're just talking about lighthearted shit. We're just talking about video games. I know I get passionate when I talk about video games, but friendly reminder, we're just talking about video games. It's crazy to me that people have such emotional, stupid responses to the things that I say, because it makes me wonder how you think about real world shit. Things going on that's really affecting your life. You can't even comprehend the shit I'm talking about with a fucking video game, bro. Damn, that's what they were spamming? Yeah, I showed it at the beginning of the stream. They were spamming in the chat, hashtag, we want Destiny 3. That Destiny community is going crazy. So, if you are one of the gamers that does support the culture and you try out different games and stuff like that, just know, don't be surprised if Sony doubles and triples down on live service games. This is the reason why. And my theory also why they're snatching games off of PC. Because PC, here's the thing. Yes, the PC was generating a lot of software sales, but the problem is when they put their exclusives on there, now there's a group of gamers who are not buying PlayStations. Sony doesn't just want to sell PlayStation games. They want to sell PlayStations. They need those hardware sales, especially with the RAM prices going up. So my theory is they snatching that shit off of Steam because they need the money. They're poor. Yo, shout out the dubstep with the sub. Appreciate it. Yeah, some people will wait a whole year or two for it to come. They don't care. No, that's facts. That's facts. That's facts. And also, to be fair, I know that with the economy going on, you know, you obviously can't afford everything that, you know, you're interested in. All I ask is a supporter of the culture. Every once in a while, just try something new, man. Because I'm going to tell you right now, in the next 10 years, live service games, this is why I call them the devil. I think live service games have the potential to do a lot of fucking damage. live service games could end up destroying the thing that we love because people are so addicted to these fucking microtransactions and these updates. Niggas is addicted to microtransactions, the Martin Luther King event, and random ass Soulja Boy and fucking Astroworld concerts in Fortnite. They're not supporting any other part of the culture, and then it becomes a vicious cycle where now the developers are like, well, why would I make an Expedition 33-2? Although that sold well, that's the name that came off the top of my head. Why would I make this experimental game when nobody wants to experiment and try something new? Let's just make Radical Heights 2. They even came for JRPGs with live service games last place. Yeah, to be fair, gacha games are a live service version of JRPGs. Like, it's ruining, and we all hate gacha games. That shit is ass, man. Yeah, for fucking Teletubby skins. So like, I get it. You know, the economy's bad. You may not be down. You may be down on your luck. Money might be a little bit tight. We all can't. I can't afford. That's why I was screaming. I was like, God damn, September's crazy. But I am going to try to support the things that I am interested in if it's available, if I have the money and the time. It's important that, you know, and that's all forms of art. That's all forms of art. You cannot complain that the quality of art is going down if you're not supporting any fucking art. That's just the way the world works. It is a business at some level. What do you think of the Take-Two stocks? These people gonna eat it up? Oh, I got money in Take-Two. I know you niggas gonna eat it up, so I'm gonna make some money off y'all. You said, so do I. This is not financial advice, by the way. This is not financial advice. But I know how people are, man. I gotta do what I gotta do. Could you even imagine having to mention Martin Luther King in a Minecraft back in 2012? That shit is crazy, man. That's another game people are addicted to, Minecraft. We got a first look at Impulse, which is the new Titanfall kind of S game, movement shooter from 1047 Games, the people behind Splitgate. And the tweet they said, movement is freedom. Tune into the PC Gaming Show on Sunday, June 7th for the full gameplay reveal. Here is the teaser trailer. This is not financial. It's not financial advice. Legally, I'm not allowed to do that. You got to always say that shit because somebody might hear you and they'll be like, oh, I lost some money. Man. Don't blame me, nigga. Summer Games Fest, the Xbox Showcase. You gotta go shoot. You think they're gonna show more gameplay than God of War? They kind of have to. I don't think this has a story. We about to see if the movement demons love it. Will you stream the Xbox Showcase? That's a good question. Summer's Games Fest, I'm definitely streaming. When is the Xbox Showcase? Let's see. Showcase Sunday. What time is it? Bro, what the fuck? Sunday at 10 a.m. I might not show that. I might not stream that one. I'm in a walk club, and that's at like 7 in the morning. Usually we finish at like 9-10, so like I'll be exercising. I don't know if I'll stream that one. And then also my girl would be with me too. I gotta spend time with her, so I don't know if I'll stream that one. I mean, the good news is we do the podcast on Sunday evening, so whatever they announce, I'll be aware of it. Like, we'll talk about it on the podcast. But you said a walk club? Yeah, I joined a walk club like a month ago. We go on like hikes and shit like that, like usually like 3 to 5 miles on average. You know, network, talking to people, exercise type shit, community. I just don't be telling y'all everything I do on my stream. I mean, I just don't tell y'all everything I do outside the stream, but yeah. So a gang, shut the fuck up, nigga. Keeping that cardio, get the fuck out of here. Nah. Just trying to do some positive shit, nigga. Trying to do some positive, yeah, old nigga shit, I guess. Hey, fresh air, exercise. It is what it is. I do have a life outside this fucking computer, bro. I just don't stream or record everything or like post it on my story because I don't feel the need to, bro. Community is important. It is important, bro. I know that shit is weird to hear. Like, nigga, you got a life. What else I got for y'all? Oh, they posted some details about this shit. Nah, never that, King Carter. No IRL streams. Maybe workout streams will come back one day. Maybe workout streams, because I've been working with a trainer. And he wants to do content. I've been trying to wrap my brain around. Oh, hold up. I missed the super chat. Shout out to Glowlux with the super chat. The $10 super chat. He said it's getting bad. EA's implementing a subscription service into Madden and college football. Really? I missed that. What the fuck? where you can pay monthly or annually for some extra content and early access. Is that real? Madden subscription. I missed that. Let's see, news. Yeah, it is 2 days ago. I missed this one. New college football and Madden NFL subscription service appears on the Xbox store. On Saturday morning, a new Xbox store page for the College Football 27 and Madden 27 seems to have gone live early. This new page is for what's called the EA Sports MVP Plus membership, 12-month subscription. This appears to be a new subscription tied into EA Sports' 2 popular football titles. Over the past 2 years, players were able to purchase the deluxe versions of both EA Sports and Madden, EA Sports Football and Madden in one discounted bundle. It now appears that players will instead be able to pay monthly to gain access to the deluxe versions. So renting them. For the MVP Plus members, they will receive full access to the deluxe versions of the games. Members will also receive 7 days of early access beginning on July 2nd, 2026. This would imply the full release date for College Football 2027. This is fucking nasty, nigga. So not subscribe to the EA service or Game Pass. They want you to subscribe to the MVP bundle so you can rent Madden in college football. That's fucking nasty. Honestly, fuck you, EA. Shout out to Glowlux for putting me on in the super chat. I'm gonna save this for the podcast. I missed this one. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's a good article, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Can you link this? I got you. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. This is a test. This is a test. You said ain't nobody getting that MVP plus, and this is why y'all watch me and not the other way around, YouTube niggas. Really, you don't think anybody will subscribe to this? You know what they said when the Battle Pass came out? I'm not buying that shit. You know what they said 15, 20 years ago when they added horse armor to Oblivion? Ain't nobody buying this. You remember when they added VC in 2K13? Ain't nobody buying this. You niggas love, this is what I'm talking about. This is why you watch me and not the other way around. You say one thing and do another. Maybe not you, but your friends do. You're liars. You're fucking liars. Every year, 2K has broken records on fucking microtransactions for VC year over year. You are fucking VC fiends. If you could put VC in a fucking needle and put it in your arm, nigga, you would. You would. And that's why I'm about to say, this shit is a fucking test. This is nasty. This is a test. Y'all better not buy it. Because whatever the price is this year will not be yet next year's price. And then they're going to start removing features. And then 2 years from now, they're going to jack up the price even more and remove features. And then 3 years from now, they're going to jack up the price even more. Then they're going to put out a statement saying, we got to raise the price due to changing market conditions. That don't mean shit. It's a digital product. And then you know what they're going to do? Year 3, they're going to take the features they removed from year 2, put it back in, and tell you it's new. But don't worry, MVP Plus subscribers will also receive access to the beta of the game, which will take place from June 4th to the 7th. Guys, it's a fucking football game. I promise you it'll be very similar to the last one. Players will also receive a monthly Ultimate Team Pack, 150 Dynasty Coach points, and 500 Road to Glory skill points, man. Don't buy this shit, man. Don't buy this shit. That nasty work, man. It just keeps getting worse. Hey, this perfectly goes into what I was talking about earlier about like PlayStation niggas not buying stuff and how live service games are the devil. Yeah, they start the problem and they sell you the solution. And to be fair, that's not a gaming thing. That's the gaming community learning from business as a whole. They do that in everything. That's the by the way, I've never been suicidal. That's the pharmaceutical industry as well. You got fat cats that lobby to politicians, your congressmen. They're all paid off. They're not just paid off by APAC. I'm not suicidal. They're paid off by, you know, companies that make fruit snacks and cereals and all types of candies and cookies and shit. So they can advertise out the woo-wah without any type of regulation and just put any amounts of sugar they want into this stuff without any type of regulation. They get you sick off the food that you make. Then you go to the doctor and the doctor prescribes you a pill because the doctor is also paid off by the pharmaceutical company. I was just talking to somebody about this the other day because she was talking about her tight Achilles and she was saying the doctor needs to do. I was like, you should listen to your doctor, but I was like, you also need to lose weight. That's what your doctor isn't telling you. You need to lose weight. so that you can get the fuck off these fucking inflammatories and shit like that, because the doctor just wants to give you a band-aid. I'm trying to tell you how to heal yourself so you don't need to go to the doctor and pay them fucking bills, bruh. Never been suicidal, by the way. This is the gaming version of that shit. They create the problem and then sell you the solution. No, this ain't no tinfoil hat shit. That's real shit. Yeah, it's a vicious cycle. Even the healthy options are way, yeah, and they jack up the price on the shit, bruh. Same reason why we don't have walkable cities. Car companies brought the railroads and killed them. Ding, ding, ding. People don't know that. People don't know that. Anyways, I'm getting off my soapbox. Shout out to the FedEx guy with the 10 subs. I appreciate ya. Back to this shit. So here's what Impulse is: a 6v6 movement shooter launching in early access. You'll be able to where your wall run, grapple hook, hollow jump, and paint bombs form the foundation of every fight, and where player-controlled mechs become the most contested objective. The bigger question is, why this game and why now? Our dream has always been to be a multi-game studio, and this is the kind of game we love making, a fast-paced arcade-style FPS game that rewards player expression and skill. This is the type of gameplay we love, and Impulse is the purest version of that idea that we've built so far. We have a lot of Titanfall fans on this team, and we have heard a lot of the same from our community over the years. More movement, more veracity, and more ways to express yourself in a fight. Impulse is our answer to that. Crazy how talking points from the late 2000s, early 2010s that was considered tinfoil hat, now it's known knowledge. Well, keep in mind, the word conspiracy wasn't really popular until like the mid 60s, because the government they transformed it into a way to basically try to make you look like you're crazy. Yeah, CIA type shit. The movement is the heart of Impulse. Every system in this game is built to keep you moving and encourages chaining together movement mechanics to reach a true flow state. Here's what's in the toolkit. You got wall running, forward and backwards, run along walls to flank, escape, blah, blah, we get it. Grappling hook uses a swing and to close gaps, latch on, build speed, and launch yourself into the next play. Hollow jumps, not just a jump pad. We did not want a typical man cannon that just throws you across the map. We wanted something to feel closer to a snowboard jump, where you maintain momentum and chain it to your next move instead of being a passenger of the ride. And then paint bombs, which stands for plasma activated infusion of nanotech. Toss one into a surface and that surface starts behaving differently. So I was right. They're basically perks that you can pick up. Speed boost, jump boost, new lines that did not exist a second ago. Use them on yourself, use them to open up the map, or use them to set up a teammate or take down an enemy. So they're basically special grenades with different properties, basically. Not gonna hold you, my old ass preferred Titanfall 1. What'd you like about Titanfall 1 over 2? The important part is none of these systems live on their own. They're designed to combine. Wall run into a grappling swing, drop a paint bomb on the wall ahead of you, and boost off of it into a hollow jump and land already. Yeah, I feel like the people who master this stuff are going to become straight demons, and we're about to find out whether or not people really love movement shooters or not, because it's going to be, and I hope this game has a kill cam. If any dev sees this video, this stream, please put a kill cam in this game, because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. The demons that figure out the movement system, they're going to hit a grappling hook. They're going to throw a paint bomb on the wall so they can speed run across the wall, hop on a jump boost to flank somebody on the other side of the map, shoot you in the back of the head. They never saw it coming. And then they're going to be on Twitter crying, man, these motherfuckers hacking. How the fuck I get killed? I didn't know where that shit came from, bro. So please put a kill cam in the video, in the game, so people can see how they ass got mollywopped, bruh. Because people do not like getting dunked on and they don't know how. They're going to assume you're cheating. Well, when all these systems are firing together, Impulse drops into a flow state that feels totally unique to this game. The city district of Freehold itself is built around the mantra of movement is freedom. Every playable map has the surfaces, sight lines, verticality, and routes to let you string movement together 100 different ways. There's no single correct path through a fight. The map is the playground. Yeah, until some YouTuber says this is the best route, and then everybody does it. Yeah, please put anti-cheat in the game. Facts. What up, Smooth? Mechs are a true power spike in an Impulse, and they change the energy of a match the second they arrive. Instead of being something every player calls in throughout each game, mech spawn on the map is the most powerful objective in the match, and your crew has to fight for the control of them. That's an interesting mechanic. So instead of like you just earn a mech in Titanfall, they drop down and you have to fight for them. It's a weapon, basically. That's interesting. This game's called Impulse. It's a movement shooter. It's a Titanfall inspired game that's coming out. Think of it like fighting over the rocket launcher in a classic Halo, except for this rocket launcher walks, has unique abilities and a massive health pool. A mech in the right hands can take over a round, but focus on bringing one down as a crew and you can swing momentum right back. So this is where I would say I like the idea, but my critique would be I could see if the lobby is not matched, if the lobby is not the same skill level, I can see this game being very unfun for a lot of people. You'll just get steamrolled because in Titanfall, anybody can earn a mech. And then if you're good enough with the mech, you could mount a comeback. And this, you got to be good enough to get the mech, which, you know, skill issue. And this is what we've been talking about on the podcast. A lot of people claim they love movement shooters until they get into it and then they complain. Because I mean, that's what happened with Lawbreakers. That game required a lot of skill and people didn't like that shit, bro. But focus on bringing one down as a crew and you can swing momentum right back. Some of the best moments we had in the playtest so far is a squad are rallying together to take a mech down, then immediately tuning that kill into a push that decides the match. The push and pull over who controls the mechs is one of the things we are most excited for you to experience. We have a lot more to share about the mechs, their abilities, and how they fit into the match flow in the coming weeks. And then, you know, sign up for the beta, basically. Looking ahead, gameplay reveal. Impulse is launching in early access. We want the community to be at the center of how this game grows. We'll be shipping updates quickly to see what's working and what's not. As part of the building Impulse with all of you, expect us to be active on socials, especially on the Impulse subreddit and Discord server. We're excited to share what we're working on and see how the game evolves over time. Shout out to the devs actually listening. Just a word of advice. I don't know if that dude is still the CEO that wore the MAGA hat trying to be funny. Keep that nigga the fuck off the cameras, bruh. Shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing else ever again. We don't even want to see his face. You just don't do it, man. Just focus on making a good game and listening to your community. Shout out to Dark Show and Dion. Shout out to Dark Show with the sub and then Dion with the super chat. Halfway into the year, what's your favorite and most fun game this year so far? My favorite two games so far this year has been Pragmata and 007. But, I take that back. Slay the Spire 2, Pragmata, 007. I'm not going to lie, y'all. Serpent's Gaze is kind of, oh, my bad. Yeah, Resident Evil 9 and then Serpent's Gaze. Those are the 5 that I really like right now. Serpent's Gaze came out of fucking nowhere, but I've been enjoying that game. So we had a nice little run last night. My bad. I forgot about Resident Evil 9. It's too many games. That's why I told y'all that is an example of what I mean when I say I would never do a top 100 list on stream. I need to do research. I be forgetting shit, man. No Crimson Desert. No, nigga, fuck that game. I'm not playing that shit. I throw Forza in there too. That's 6. Forza's good too. Neo 3. I liked Neo, but I don't think that's gonna be in my top 10. I'd probably, if I had to, I'm probably gonna do it like I did last year. I would probably put Neo like in the B tier. That wouldn't be an A or S tier game from this year. Lego Batman. I only played the prologue. I'm gonna come back to Lego Batman after I beat 007. Too many games. Yeah, game of the year is gonna be tough this year. So that's Impulse. Maverick Games announces an open world action game called Clutch for the PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. It's coming out spring 2027. The studio was founded by a former Forza Horizon creative director, Mike Brown. Speaking of Forza, we've got some new Forza competition. I have not played Mina the Howler, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't really have much interest in playing that game with that damn rat. But if y'all like it, we love it. 007's controls are horrible, but I think I have to blame my ROG ally. Horrible. I haven't had no trouble with him. Let's see what they talk about in this dev diary.
Hello. How's it going? Well, let's do this a sec. Here we go. Well, thank you for joining us. Appreciate you taking the time, especially those of you that have been here with us for the entire 10 days. Shall we reveal a video game? Come on then. So, myself.
Oh my God, you're yapping. Get to the game.
Jeez, competing. Welcome to Clutch.
There we go. See, that's where the trailer should stop. Stop talking, bro. A minute and 30 in. Get to the fucking game. Especially, you know what's funny? Especially this week, it's gaming Christmas. We got the Xbox Showcase, Summer Games Fest, and the State of Play, the PC Gaming Show. There is an abundance of gaming news. If you want any sort of attention, stop yapping. Get to it. Shout out to Shadow Prince with the sub. Yeah, there is competition for news this week.
So So Clutch is the story of a pair of sibling racing prodigies competing in the R1K racing series.
Black people woke.
A prestigious and historic series that's been the proving ground of the world's best drivers for 100 years. But away from the pomp and the pageantry and commercialism of the R1K is the Midnight Collective, a group of car enthusiasts who don't care about the money and the fame of the R1K. They care about the love of driving and the raw thrill of speed.
I've noticed you handle business on 007. I hop on.
So,
it might be the wrong ally. It might be hard to play on a handheld.
The longest development
You might want to try with a controller.
And that's allowed us to make some big investments that I know you're going to really appreciate. Using our custom version of Unreal Engine 5, we've been able to achieve a level of detail
woke slop, Unreal Engine 5.
Car models. Every exterior curve, every fleck of paint, every interior stitch, every groove of tyre wear recreated perfectly. And on older cars, there'll be signs of wear, signs of love, signs that the cars have actually been driven, been on an adventure. But all of this, it's not just a static presentation. A part of the joy of car ownership is that sense of connection between the car and the driver. And that's why we've pushed to set a new benchmark in car customization.
Oh, that's cool.
From the options you'd select when you're speccing out a brand new car, to those aftermarket parts that allow it to become that true one of one.
I have it sped up though. That's why it sounds weird for those listening. That's cool, all that customization.
To those little human details that make it really feel like it's your car. Things like the coffee cup you were meaning to throw away, those parking tickets and receipts strewn across the dashboard, that hoodie you've slung on the passenger seat, the fluffy dice hanging from the rearview mirror.
We haven't made fluffy dice.
We haven't made fluffy dice. Okay, all right. Well, we haven't made fluffy dice, but we will make fluffy dice. And anything else you want to see, just let us know and we can have that as well. Now, we talked about the R1K.
This game's called Clutch. It's a new racing game.
But in the early part of our game, our hero gets himself into a spot of trouble. A spot of trouble that leads him to look
Clearly
up.
a heavy emphasis on story.
In doing so, we smash open the doors to the underworld beneath the glitz and the glamour of the R1K. And whether it's in a high-speed getaway,
We killing police in this game?
just out exploring this beautiful open world, Clutch Tech mods add new ways to move through the world at speed. And if you want to see some more of Clutch, check out our channel for the Clutch trailer, which reveals the location the game is set in, as well as the stars of our cast. But for now,
Hey, if anybody from the dev team sees this video from the Clutch, because you guys are a new studio, this is their first game, Maverick Games. This is being made by the head of the studio is a former Forza developer. From the eye test. Okay, so the one thing I will say that I like about this, two things. A, I like the name. Clutch is a fire name for a racing game. A nice little double entendre. You know, Clutch the race, but also, you know, Clutch, you know, when you're shifting gears and shit like that. That's a good name. I'll give him a W for that. And the customization looks really good, which I know for car enthusiasts, they really care about the little details like that. But I will, and the game looks good. It's pretty. That's 3. I will say, I cannot really tell the difference from the eye test, though. What makes this different from Gran Turismo or Forza or any other racing game like Project Cars or whatever. So I would advise you guys, especially because it's your first time dropping a game, drop a demo. Please drop a demo. Please drop a demo. Because this is one of those games where I feel like you got to play it and you got to feel it. I want to know how it feels in terms of other racing games. Because I don't, and maybe because I'm a casual, I would just say drop a demo so people can feel the difference between this and the competition. But that's my advice. Hopefully somebody from the dev team sees it. Looks, I like there's an emphasis on story too. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. I agree. What else I got for you? But that's Clutch. Wemby got announced, to nobody's surprise. Wemby will be on the cover of NBA 2K27. Shout out to Wemby. I mean, who else was it gonna be? And not so obvious news, I don't know who else the fuck it was gonna be. Like, it's his time. It reminds me when like KD was on the cover, I think for 2K15, young KD. Like, he's up next, so it makes sense. You got to give it to him this year. Maybe we'll see AJ DeBassis in like 3 years on the cover. What y'all think? Wizards up? Wizards Nation? Wizards Nation? Y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me. Like, damn, not chat? Nah, nigga, no chat. We don't need to see this because we already saw this during the state of the play. This is more screenshots from Tomb Raider. This shit looks good. This nigga said chat. Sony announced some new accessories. As you see, got a fight stick, comes with a carrying case, got a new monitor. Apparently this monitor is like $400. I don't know who the fuck's gonna buy that. Got some speakers that look like James Harden. James Harden on defense. Yeah, $200, $350 for the monitor, $250. You feel me? Oh, the game comes on in an hour too. I'm definitely about to cut this stream off because I got shit to do. I'm trying to watch the game and I'm trying to finish this script, bro. Are those air fresheners? Them bitches do look like air fresheners. That's fucking funny, man. Quick stuff that we got for you. First look at Lex Luthor, Man of Tomorrow. I didn't even know there was a Lex Luthor movie coming out. I don't know how to feel about that. Not saying I won't watch it, but not really something I was checking for. Okay. Supergirl's coming out though pretty soon. I gotta read the book. That's on my goal. I need to read because Supergirl comes out like the 26th or something like that. I need to read that book before the movie comes out. Shout out to Homeless with the big raid. Appreciate you. The game is tomorrow. Oh, I thought it was today. My bad. I don't know why I thought it was today. Okay, even better. Great. I gotta watch that shit today then. What else I got for you? Oh, and I don't know who asked for this shit. Oh, it's a Superman sequel. Oh, okay. My fault. Then we watching that. AMD announced they are coming out with their own N64 emulator. Odd Rivalries will be settled. Rainbow Road will be revisited. Odd Job will be unfairly selected. All starting on July 28th, the official launch date for M64. The M64 can be played with all your original cartridges and controllers and is available for purchase on July 28th, along with Mod Retro's own controller and 4 launch titles. 4 launch titles? They making new games for this shit? What the fuck? Hold up. What that mean? I only want to know about the launch title part. I'm finna search. Old school games. It's not emulation. It's native, but they're scaling it up to 4K for your TV. Old scale, yay. Ready to press start. They don't say nothing about new games. Generations. I don't know, bro. Nintendo about to sue these niggas. Nah, they're not the first company to do this. They're not the first company to do this. Phantom Blade got delayed. Yeah, if anybody's interested. 4K blockheads, you know it. And then also I got, let's see. Phantom Blade got delayed. Phantom Blade 0 delay. Phantom Blade 0. You sure? I don't see nothing about that. I missed the translucent consoles as well. Better be $100. I don't see nothing about that. Let me go in the sub box real quick. Check the sub box. Check the sub box. Oh, it's right here on Twitter. Hello, everyone. As many of you saw in today's State of Play, pre-orders for Phantom Blade 0 will be open. At the same time, I want to share another update. Phantom Blade 0 will now launch on October 29, 2026, move from its previous date of September 9th. I'm going to be honest, I'm cool with this. I'm going to save this. I'm cool with this. It's too many games in September. I'm cool with this. I welcome this change. It's all good. I'm not tripping off this. Plenty of games to play. This gets out. Get out the way. We on Wolverine, baby. They watch you. I doubt it. All right. Fucking thumbnail. What else do I got? These are all probably trailers from the State of Play. Yeah. It's only a month delay. That means they're probably just trying to optimize it a little bit more. Which I'm not mad at. The game's probably already done. Yeah, it's all State of the Play shit. This ain't none of this new. All right. Well, cool. Wait, Toy Story. What the fuck? What's this? They got a translucent ROG coming out. Yo, this nigga LTG has ruined the word ROG. I know you're talking about the ROG Ally X, but that shit sounds crazy out of context. They got a translucent ROG. That shit sounds good. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. Just I got the image of a translucent ROG. That shit's fucking funny, man. Retro Roundup, Toy Story 3 Complete Edition.
To infinity and beyond.
Who's hopping on? Relive the classic games. This is just a remaster collection. With exclusive interviews. Yeah, we get off this. We get off this. Oh shit. How are we feeling about the state of play? I thought it was solid for the most part. Who's trying to hop back on Toy Story 3 Remastered? Hell yeah. If I had a kid, this would be fire. All right, man. Yeah, there's nothing else going on.